food is obviously always considered the number one culprit. So the obvious other answer is physical activity, which we all know is going down. It's not just children, it's adults as well. We're sitting down more. We have technology. I don't need to get into that. I think we all kind of know the downside of technology in today's day and age, and the way that we're not going outdoors as much for various reasons. Here in Delhi, we have the pollution, and there's so many different factors. But the fact remains that human beings are just moving less. Across the board, whether that's young people, middle-aged or older people, right? So physical activity is definitely the number one thing that has gone down, and hence we're definitely seeing a higher level of obesity. Going into the food aspect a little bit, I did want to touch upon the details of that because, a lot of the times the child's appetite has grown not because he's physiologically or physically hungry. It's because of other factors, other behavioral factors that oftentimes as caregivers we do not understand. So factors such as boredom, okay, factors such as emotional needs not being met, okay, factors such as not having enough stimulation. So boredom is one aspect, but it's also age appropriate stimulation. So a lot of the times children are online learning, for example, right now, correct? And it's very stress driven because staring at a screen, as adults we go through 2 or 3 Zoom meetings a day, realize the fatigue it creates. So it's also all of that fatigue that really goes into the brain and just stays there. So not getting enough rest is also one aspect of why a child is constantly hungry, craving sugar, craving junk food, and then of course the other aspect of food is the processed variety that I wanted to just touch upon in this particular question, because the processed food essentially also carries things which mimic the action of sex hormones in the body. So our packaged foods, whether that's cookies, chips, candy, all of these things have preservatives in them, which essentially mimic the action of estrogen, of testosterone within the body, and it creates chemical reactions and situations where the child's body, like now we see children hitting puberty earlier, for example, right? So this is a very, very major factor in that. I just wanted to talk about that in brief, just to give people an idea of how with processed foods and even with regular food, it's not always just about the calories or the nutrient composition. It's in fact about so many other things that go into that particular food item. So, just to think of it in a more comprehensive way.